Corner for India. The score stands at 1-0. As you can see on your screen, India is in blue, attacking from left to right. We have just started the second quarter of the finals between these two hockey giants of Asia in the Women's Asian Champions Trophy in Sengkang Stadium here in Singapore. We've got Nikki there. Good work by her, finding Sunita. She's being turned around. And that was a foul on Deepika because she was supposed to wait until the ball fell to the floor. Once it falls to the floor, then she can step in to try and challenge for the ball. But she went in when the ball was on a bounce. Chinrong. Chinrong. There, a warning there by the umpire, telling the players from the Indian players to settle down and play the ball and not attack the players. China. Litya tried to send the ball into the Indian D. Well defended by India. Monica looking for an option. Finds one with Grace on left defense. Nice hard hit by Grace, but it was stopped by Chen Yang, who's advancing. Crossing the ball into the Indian quarter. Nikki loses control. Li Hong. Good work by the Chinese players. I think Yuan Ming was waiting for Chen Yang to make a run, but unfortunately for her, she didn't read the pass. So the ball goes back to turned over to India with Grace. Well, it's been a very exciting game. A little bit of caution from both teams, but at the same time, lots of action. Good skill by both the teams. India seems to be having more possession so far. And there we have Grace losing possession of the ball. Yuan Ming trying to look for options. She finds Chinrong. Chinrong does well. Gets a good hit into the Indian D. Yuan Ming claims that she was pushed over. Yes, she gets the free hit. And we've got Chang Ying. Nice hard hit into the Indian D. Pressure. China trying to work for a penalty corner. Radha does well to bring the ball out to safety. Nice hard clearance there, but only to the number 10. Trying to deflect Chen Yang's hit into the D. Does well to get to the ball, but a little bit too much to the side, allowing the ball to just trickle off the side of the Indian goal post. Rajani didn't have much to do so far, except for that last maybe 2 minutes or so. Radha on the ball, one of the more senior players in the Indian team. Tries to look for Monica, but a little bit too far for her. Yi Dan looks for Chao Yu. Chao Yu to Chang Ying. Does well to find Chinrong. Chinrong moving the ball well, but she was hassled down there by Sunita. Chen Yang getting ready to take the free hit. Sends one into the Indian D. It comes off the foot of one of the Indian players. I believe it was Nikki. Still China. Well, dangerous situation, but it's because Chen Yang needed to move the ball 5 meters before she was allowed to throw it into the semicircle. But she didn't move 5 meters, so the ball is turned over to India. A good, interesting game it's been so far. Very exciting for both these countries to meet a second time in 2 days. And right now we have India, who's leading by 1-0. Nialum finds Priti. Priti tries to turn her opponent. He earns a free hit in the process. Pretty looking for support. Finds it from Nyalum. Grace looking for transfer there, but Sunita a bit too slow to get back. Pretty offering her support to her teammate Nyalum. Nyalum on the ball right now from the sideline. Tries to hit the ball past the Chinese number 10 Chen Yang, but unsuccessful at that point. We've got Vendana. Does well to control the ball. And then gets a free hit in the process. Works the other way. Shot at goal. Well saved by the Chinese goalkeeper Chen Yang. Working the ball out but trying to look for options. But she is being hassled down there by the Indian defender Bala Poonam. Poor overhead flick there, didn't go very far. Pretty trying to wiggle her way out of the situation. Earns a free hit for her team with Grace stepping forward. Overhead flick, but it goes off the sideline. A little bit too far to the side. And now we have Si Chia for China. As I mentioned earlier, Si Chia has the most number of caps in this Chinese team. She's only 20 years old, but she plays like a pro nonetheless. Chang Ying tries to find Shan Chuo, but unfortunately the ball goes out. Navjot looking for Radha. Radha trying to work the ball past. Unlucky there, but China on the offensive now. Unfortunately, the change of decision there by the Chinese number 20, Ming Ling. Giving the ball back to China. I beg your pardon, giving the ball back to India. And there we have India on the offensive. Good defending there by China. Poor pass there. Intercepted. And now we have Vendana. Finds Pretty, who's under pressure right now, does well to keep the ball in possession. And we have a bit of confusion there because we had Deepika who had a back turn to Pretty on her way off the field. And then the ball goes back to China. Well, as you know, in field hockey, we have something called unfortunate there for China. The number 7, Guo Qiu, who took a swing at the ball but didn't connect it. So the umpire is blown for a dangerous swing because she missed the ball totally. As I was about to say just now, in field hockey, we have something called a rolling substitution, where the players can be rolled. There will be 16 players and the coach can actually roll them, rotating them, giving them a few minutes to rest while there are other players who are waiting on the sideline to come in and take the place of their tired teammates. And the good thing about this method of substitution is that the teams are able to maintain a high pace of the game, which creates to the entertainment value because of the speed at which these players are moving the ball. At the same time, it allows the coach to change some of the tactical inputs. If he wants to change the tactics or change the strategy, he might decide to pull out a forward or perhaps even add a forward if he sees the opportunity for them to launch any attacks. And speaking about attacks, we have India right now on the attack with Narinder, who's just come in. And there we got Rani under pressure there by the Chinese defender. Free hit to India. Radha. Poor control there, and eventually the ball is turned over to China. Taken very quickly there by China. Unfortunately, I don't think they were ready for it. In any case, we got India coming back on the attack again, surrounded by Chinese players. and does well over there. China doing well to win the ball back. Sitia. Good trapping there by the Chinese number 8, Chao Yu. Finds Yuan Ming. Back to Chao Yu, but well intercepted there by India. We got Rani, who anticipated that pass and cut off that pass very, very well to try and launch a counter attack for India. As you can see on your screen, India leads by 1-0 right now, and the Chinese, aside from 1 or 2 opportunities that they had earlier in the quarter, seem to have been defending for most of this quarter. Well, it's hard to tell because this game is so smooth flowing that sometimes the game can just turn over in a matter of seconds. And right now, it's still China in possession, but India leads by 1-0. Good effort there by the Chinese number 8 to try and trap that ball, but unfortunately for Chao Yu, she was unsuccessful. India. Infringement there on the on Deepika, who's back on the field. Knocked down by Yuan Ming, but the umpire has blown for Deepika for a free hit for that knockdown. Rani trying to get the ball round, but the umpire has picked up a foot over there. You can hear the fans getting very anxious for a second goal. Many of them were here last night watching India lose to China 3-2. So definitely they're back here with a new inspiration to try and help their team overcome this powerful Chinese team. And you can hear from the crowd, the enthusiasm is growing. Chao Yu, long ball, trying to look for Chin Rong. Well cut off there by Nyalum. Li Dan looks for Yuan Ming. Yuan Ming tries to get past Sunita, but Sunita manages to stop her. Free hit for China. Li Dan on the ball. Looks for Chao Yu. Try to work the ball into the Indian D. And they have, but we've got Deepika on the ball. Good work there by India. Navjot. Hard hit. And we got free hit for China. Li Jia doing well to earn that free hit. A nice quick cross into the Indian D. Well saved by Sunita. Well, China is slowly inching forward, but they have to stop making these unforced errors, otherwise they're going to be falling behind once again, which seems a possibility right now. India on the offensive. Good clearance there by the Chinese goalkeeper, Yu Yaran, doing well to stall the Indians to help her Chinese players come back to defend. And there was a clumsy tackle there on Deepika, but Deepika's got a shot, but she just lost the balance at that point. And just for a moment she lost the balance, and the ball was sent off the baseline, pretty far off target from the goal. Sitia. Shan Chuo, Chinese captain, looking for Chin Rong, but Chin Rong fails to control that ball. The ball comes back for Monica. Monica looking for an option, and here we have India working it out again one more time. Nikki trying to look for an opportunity to hit the ball, but at the same time, less than a minute to go, and the ball's been awarded to China. Maybe, I beg your pardon, it's been awarded to India. One last hit away, and stop there. China still has a chance. Can they do something? Ball drops in the Indian D with Ming Liang trying to create something. India does well to hold